Shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Rachak, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all your sincere Akian. And this is just another video, another Great Millstone video going into these Christmas holidays, okay? This wicked pagan Christmas holiday that goes back to Saturnalia, because right now, December the 25th, 2021, the year of hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, the world celebrates Christmas, okay? And different videos have gone out, different brothers have put up videos about this wicked day and what it goes back to. And this is just going to be another one of those videos, because here at Great Millstone, we have the set doctrine, we have the 100% truth. And if you think that, oh, this is just another repetition, oh, we're still talking about the same thing, that does not matter, man, because we will bring this out as many times as it needs to be brought out. We'll speak on this as many times as the spirit requires it, because you people, man, are people, the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, they never learn. They never want to understand. And slack if you are hearing this loud music right now, because what is going on is that they are throwing this little Christmas party, in my area right now, in my streets, and there's nothing I can do about that. So you just have to bear with that. But what I'm going to go into is, the origins of the Christmas holiday, which of course we already know that it goes back to Saturnalia, okay? I watched the Apostle Taha's video going into it, watched the brother, Yaraya from Italy, from James Italy, also going into it, and other brothers did videos going into this exact same topic as well, okay? And I had a hard time remembering the holiday that the festival rather that inspired Christmas, or the festival that became Christmas. I just remember, and then I just reminded that it's Saturnalia. Okay, so let me just bring out a few, this article going into it, get a few precepts. You already know how it is. I'm going to read some history concerning it, because what this Saturnalia goes back to is a celebration for the Roman god Saturn. Okay, the of the Greco-Roman pantheon. All right, so this is a celebration dedicated to Saturn. And the funny thing about that whole Saturn thing is that Saturn is considered the god of light, okay, the light bringer, the god of harvest, but also considered the light bringer, just like Lucifer. When she's just showing you, man, that this is the actual deity, the actual God that these wacky-tacky Christians serve, okay? When you talk about, oh, we serve the Most High, when you talk about, oh, open the Bible, see, is Jesus right here, is Jesus in the Bible. That's wacky plantation Christianity, okay? The Christian church as it is right now has nothing to do with the scriptures, has nothing to do with the Most High, nothing to do with the prophets and the Most High and the Son. It is a pagan religion, and this is the god they worship, Saturn, okay? Saturn, Serapis, Quartz, whatever name you want to use, hell, Jupiter, whatever name you want to use, this is the god they worship, all right? This Edomite pagan god that was created. All right, but anyway, continue on the article. All right, rather it is what it is, and it is Saturnalia, the most popular of Roman festivals dedicated to the Roman god Saturn. The festival's influence continues to be felt throughout the Western world, and I would actually go into more articles concerning this, but this is just all we need to get about it. Okay, it's the practices of during Saturnalia. It has all the pagan signs, sacrifice, revelry, degeneracy, all kinds of wickedness going forth in this day. Because that's the damn thing with these pagan hell holidays, man. It's not just about worshiping an idol god, but it's also about committing every abomination that's not, that's written up, that is, against the scriptures, okay? So now you are sacrificing, human sacrifice, orgies, okay, revelries, all right? Sacrificing unclean foods, because they did sacrifice the pig during these holidays, okay? So continue on. Originally celebrated on December 17th, Saturnalia was extended to the first to 3 and eventually to 7 days. The date, which has been connected with the winter sowing season, which in modern Italy varies from October to January, and basically that's what you have in this time because you know how it is. You know how it is in the world. The Christmas celebrations actually start early December with people putting up their decorations. Getting all ready for the big day. Okay, and that's basically what they were doing in the Roman Empire as well for Saturnalia. They put up their decorations. They get everything ready for the main celebrations. That's what happens in this time as well because out of all the holidays that are celebrated in this kingdom, and this is the most wicked, the most demonic one, and the ones that people prep for the most, because before this infection hits, I can remember how it was, man. Months in advance, November, you're already seeing Christmas lights up. Everybody's already getting ready for this wicked ass holiday. Just to do what, to revel, to celebrate, to give each other gifts, okay, to commemorating the continuation or rather the end of another year in this wicked ass society, man. But anyway, continue on in this article. Remarkably, like the Greek Chronia, it was the liveliest festival of the year. All work and businesses were suspended. Slaves were given temporary freedom to say and do what they liked, and certain moral restrictions were eased. The streets were infected with a Mardi Gras madness. A mock king was chosen, Saturnailan Princeps. That basically going to your Santa Claus right there. But anyway, continue on. The seasonal greeting, Io Saturnalia, it was heard everywhere. The closing days of the Saturnalia were known as Sigillaria because of the custom of making towards the end of the festival presents of candle, wax models of fruits, and waxing statuettes which were fashioned by the Sigillari or manufacturers of the small figures in wax or other media. And that's basically going into these toys and dolls that you give that children get under the Christmas tree. The presents that they are packing up, and and majority of the presents in this Christmas holiday are these toys, man. These the dolls, these action figures and what are they made of? Made of plastic, okay, which is because this is basically what this holiday is going back to. This is just a rebranding, okay? This Christmas holiday, just a rebranding of this Saturnalia because they will say that this holiday is concerning Cesare Borgia. We're celebrating the birthday of Cesare Borgia, but that's not what it's actually about. It's celebrating this Saturnalia, which is basically a festival commemorating the winter solstice. Going from the winter solstice back into going from into and out of the winter solstice. Okay, so continue on. The cult of Saturn himself, traditionally bound at the feet with woolen bands, was united presumably to come out and join the fun. The influence of Saturnalia upon the celebrations of Christmas and the New Year has been direct. The fact that Christmas was celebrated on the birthday of the unconquered sun, Dies Solis Invicti Nati, and now I'm giving you the exact details of this holiday because the real reason why, all right, the holiday was declared December 25th, the birthday of Cesare Borgia, because that is exactly who you worship when you talk about sweet JC. The reason why this day was declared as as Christmas, which of course that was done in the Nicene Council. The history about that, okay? Without any scriptural reference, you ask any Christian out there, where's the scripture? Where's the scripture that proves that our Lord Yahushua was born, that their Lord, okay, was born December 25th. They don't have anything out. They don't have anything about that, man. And hold on, let me just look this up first and foremost. Let me just where is it at? Where is it at? That's not it. So okay, hold on. Um, I don't really. I thought I just finished. I didn't really want to bring out this video, so I'm trying to just look for what I wanted to bring out. Okay, it's up here. Sigillaria. Okay, Sigillaria. Sigillaria. You know what? Not that. Let me just leave it at that. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. Okay, going back to this wicked ass holiday, man. This wicked, this holiday. You already know what it's about. We that are in this truth, you already know what this holiday is about. The wickedness that goes on in this holiday, and these people out here, they see people out here trying to, spin it as something. All right, that's beside the point. Now, I was just trying to talk a little bit, but let me just get a little more into this article. And now, man, Jake is just ridiculous, okay? Because that's the damn thing about this holiday. The last people you expect to actually be celebrating this holiday, to actually be, festive, in this period, man. They are the ones that are, screaming, they're singing the Christmas carols, okay, screaming screaming and celebrating and reveling in this day the most. It's Jake, man. It's Jake that's celebrating Christmas the most. It's Jake that's out here doing the most on these holidays, okay? All kinds of wickedness, eating all kinds of abominable foods, talking about, say, festival holiday, and even more so, today being a Sabbath, man. The Most High is going to bring destruction on you people, man, because of all of these things coming together. But continuing on. So going into the new year. This is right here, January 1st, the Roman New Year, when houses were decorated with greenery and lights, and presents were given to the children and the poor. Concerning the gift candles, the Romans had a story that an old prophecy bade the earliest inhabitants of Latium send heads to Hades and footer to Saturn. Then this is going into the sacrifice, man, because even in these holidays, a lot of these pagan holidays dealt with human sacrifices. And that's why you see a lot of death going out, during this Christmas time. You have your Christmas shootings, okay? You have your, Christmas tragedies, okay? Horror, people going missing on Christmas, tragedy on the in the Christmas season, especially here in Nigeria. Once the Christmas season starts, people start going missing, bodies start turning up everywhere. People start getting poisoned and the like. All kind of things start happening during this time because of these pagan sacrifices, man. This is a big high holiday for these devils, and this is a big high holiday in this kingdom. And you people don't even understand the full depth, okay, of what is going on today. It's not about Santa Claus and the red man and ho 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 and Christmas cheer and all that bullshit that you see on TV and they're spewing out. This is what it's actually about right here. This celebration of Saturnalia, okay? The worship of these idol gods in this time, in this society. It's just showing you how deeply ingrained this pagan worship is in this society, man. That's why this place has to be that's why this place has to be taken out. And because of the wickedness that goes forth in this place, and you think this holiday is righteous, and you think this holiday is, dedicated in any way, shape, or form to righteousness, man. It's already been brought out so much how evil and how wicked this day is, but yet people still want to continue to celebrate it. But anyway, let me get this. This is I think I believe it's in the book of Amos. So let me just get it. So this is the book of Amos, chapter 5, and I'll start from verse 21. Amos 5:21. I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though you offer me burnt, and that's why I'll stop right there. And the thing is that there are no longer any solemn assemblies in this kingdom, because Jake wants to revel, Jake wants to party, they want to have a celebration where they can get drunk up and get fucked up, in this kingdom. And this kingdom will force them that because the high holy day in Israel is basically a solemn day, a Sabbath. You're in the house, you're in the house doing no work, you're just focusing on this day, man, focusing on the work, on your how about Hashim Yahushua, a day of rest, just relax and just stay in your house. That's basically what a holy day is in Israel. I know what is involved in the Sabbath, keeping it holy. So now you don't have sex on the Sabbath. You don't do any work that you would normally do on the Sabbath. You just rest. You can't even pick up sticks on the Sabbath. You know, and that's a solemn feast day right there. And what do you think happens in these holidays that are being put on in this promoted in this kingdom? All kinds of wickedness, all kinds of degeneracy going on, all kinds of things that are against the scriptures. And this is what Jake loves to do, man. This is what Jake loves, As the scripture says, Jeremiah 4 verse 22, they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. All right. So when it's time to be, because that this isn't how a holiday should be celebrated. All this, noise and all this noise every day you're hearing them he shoot out these fireworks and this Christmas day, man. The New Year, you be seeing all the fireworks go off. This isn't how a high holiday should be celebrated, man. This kingdom is completely off, A holiday, the holiday is a solemn day, man. That's the with that the term holiday literally goes back to holy day. All right, that's a day where that's a day of temperance, of solemnity, to keep and to remember the works of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua, to do no work, okay, to rest first and foremost. If and that's basically what our people were doing. Right, that's basically how our people celebrated the high holy days. Okay, you had your feast, but they were done in righteousness, not in this wicked ass way these people do it right now, mainly with the abominable foods. Okay, the abominable foods, the abominable drinks. All right, the wicked ass, the wicked celebrations that are being performed in this society, the pagan worship, the foods dedicated to idols. That's what you see in this society. Okay, and this isn't how it should be. Because right now this holiday is just dedicated to focusing on pagan gods, focusing on the ways of the heathen instead of the ways of righteousness. Jeremiah 10 verse 2. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. And that's why they celebrate this holiday, because they're going into a sign of heaven, which is the winter solstice. And if I remember correctly, a solstice is basically when the nights are longer than the days, and you have those periods over the years. The opposite being an equinox, where the days are longer than the nights. Because basically, all right, when you get into the evening, your sundown comes earlier than usual in these times. Okay, that's basically what this is going into. Okay, this Christmas time, you have, I believe there's 4 points in the year where you have these equinoxes and solstices, and one of them being this late December. All right, and these people out here, they see these signs and they're displayed by it. They do these pagan celebrations in the hopes that these kind of times will pass. And that's basically the origin of this holiday in this winter solstice, man. It goes back to the the wickedness and the folly of these heathen. So continuing from verse 3, Jeremiah 10 verse 3. You know what? So okay, hold on. Let me just make sure that I got the definition of solstice right. Okay, okay. Solstice, one of the 2 points in the ecliptic at which the sun is furthest from the celestial equator. This corresponds to one of 2 days in the year when the day is either the longest or shortest. Alright, so another term is equinox. The intersection of the apparent path of the sun in the sky, the ecliptic, with the celestial equator. One of the 2 days on which this intersect. Okay, and it's going into the equinox. But basically, that's what the solstice is. When the period, when the days are long, or rather, when the nights are longer than the days. Okay. So anyway, continue on. Jeremiah 10 verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman, with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speaketh not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they can do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. And this is going back to the Christmas tree. Decking it with silver and gold is basically putting up all those Christmas lights, putting up all those decorations. Right, you have the different, the pentagram at the top, all the different decorations, and most of them, majority of them are always painted either silver or gold. Okay, and this Christmas tree is basically an idol that these people set up and put, you know, when this holiday just all kinds of messed up. And this is the biggest holiday in Babylon the Great. the same way it was the biggest holiday in the Roman Empire. But anyway, I'm not going to end right there. Don't want to go into this too much. I already know what it is. Just wanted to bring out just talking about this. This is a wicked ass holiday. This should not be celebrated by any of our people, which are the Israelites. Okay. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai Ba'asham Rachak Kwadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom.